Hello, my name is Leanne, and today I'll be presenting on the Uyghur genocide currently happening in China. Throughout the 20th century, the world observed multiple horrific genocides. The Holocaust, the Rwandan genocide, and the Armenian genocide are a few examples. The world collectively declared that never again would such atrocities be allowed to be committed. Tragically, that statement is not living up to be true. China is currently imprisoning an estimated 1 million Uyghur Muslims against their will. Today I will be informing you about the Uyghur genocide currently happening in Xinjiang, China. In my speech, I will discuss the history of Islam in China, what the camps are and who's being detained, and why world leaders are failing to stand up against these crimes. China is home to 1.6% of the world's Muslim population, or around 22 million people. Islam was first introduced to China in the 7th century during the Tang dynasty. The Muslim population of China was largely segregated until the 13th century. This is when a large influx of Muslims came to China and they worked as bureaucrats under the Mongols. It wasn't until the 18th century when Muslim-Chinese relations turned volatile. This was due to the population increase that was seen in China during the Qing dynasty. The Chinese government began to exert more control over lands that were traditionally Muslim. They increased immigration to that area, and this led to multiple Muslim riots and revolutions. The tensions between the Muslim population of China and the Chinese government lasted until the 20th century. The death of Mao Zedong led to less tensions in China between the Muslim people and the Chinese government. However, 9/11 caused these anti-Muslim sentiments to rise again across the world. In 2017, the first detention centers were created for the Uyghur Muslims. As of today, there is an estimated 1 million Uyghur Muslims imprisoned in these camps. The Chinese government claims that these are voluntary vocational schools that target fighting terrorism and religious extremism. However, leaked Chinese documents show that instructions have been given to these camps to never allow escapes and to increase discipline and punishment of behavioral violations. Reports from inside the camps say that the prisoners are subject to torture, brainwashing, sexual abuse, and that the women are being given forced sterilizations and forced abortions. The prisoners in these camps are also forced to reject Islam and are forced to drink alcohol and eat pork, which goes against their religion. The prisoners can be held for reasons such as attending a mosque, visiting what China has deemed a sensitive country, or contacting someone in a sensitive country, having more than 3 kids, or quoting the Quran in their text messages. Our world leaders are failing to condemn the actions of China and its treatment of the Uyghur people. The fact that no country or leader has taken a stand against this genocide sets a dangerous precedent for the 21st century. One reason China is not being held accountable is financial. China has the second largest gross domestic product in the world and is emerging as the world's largest economy. Multiple massive corporations are accused of benefiting from human rights labor violations in China. Companies such as Coca-Cola, Nike, and Apple are all refusing to stand up against the Uyghur genocide because they may financially be impacted. Many countries across the world, such as Saudi Arabia, are also refusing to stand up against this genocide. Saudi Arabia is the epicenter of Islam in the world, but because China is responsible for 24% of their oil exports, they are not condemning the actions of the Chinese government. If our global leaders continue to prioritize profits and power over human lives, we may continue to witness the same atrocities we did throughout the 20th century. It is critical that we continue to educate ourselves on this topic and hold our companies and our leaders accountable. Thank you.